go on, tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10. Champions, we the best, we come again. Kop-ish clean up in every region. Elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap. And drift they go on, tell them this is that. This is that. This is Kopish. This is Kopish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end. Champions, we the best, come again. This is that. This is Kopish. This is Kopish. The main free back up in your screen. Real ones know this the place to be. This is Kopish.
Yes, people, welcome. Sorry, chat. Sorry. Obviously, we're talking obviously backstage, and yeah, there was some madness, but we won't go into that. More importantly, I know this is one of the shows that you guys really do enjoy. It's the NFC Focus Show. Big up Jamie, big up Enz, big up Ram, big up Luke, who also couldn't be here. Obviously, big up Drift, big up Cal each every time. Good morning to everybody in the arena. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe. On the road to 50k people as well. Don't forget, we're on the road. Like I said before, to 50k. So if you could please help us get there, we'd really appreciate that. And yeah, hope everyone's doing blessed. Not only that, last thing I'm going to mention before we get into, all the Liverpool chat is, don't forget this video is sponsored by okjersey.com. We can go and get your football jerseys for about £15 and use the code Kopish and get 8% off. And here's a little, something what Cal's going to show you about OK Jersey.
Are you fed up of spending over £100 just for a football jersey? Well, so am I. So why not check out okjersey.com? Right, people, you can pay £15. That's right, £15 and grab yourself a Liverpool jersey. 15, not 50, 15. All you have to do to get a further 8% off as well is use the promo code Kopish, Kopish, people. Check out OK Jersey right now. And look, Valentine's Day is around the corner. Ladies, if you want to get in your man's good books, some football shirts is a good way of doing that. Gents, maybe you even want to get your wifey one. Check out okjersey.com. Check it out now.
Big up for that, Cal. People, listen. We are here. We are live and direct. Like I said before, people, smash the like. Right now, I can see in the arena 157 people on YouTube. So let's get that up to 100 likes immediately. Guys, Liverpool actually won a game yesterday. Yes, albeit it wasn't a Champions League, still great news. Liverpool have now made it to the round of 16. Jamie, I'll start with you. Carrier bag, 6-0, convincing, right?
Yeah. Carrier bag of shit. So it should be convincing, to be fair. Look, the first half, I actually think we gave them too much of the ball and let them play a bit, which is a bit, I don't know. They're walking through our midfield at times and popping it about. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
We got our goals, but the second half, we just stayed on their throats. And that's the way I wish we played the whole game. Just batter them. Because I don't know about you guys. I was doing the watching on like you guys were, and I had the volume up in my earphones listening to it. That first half, Anfield was dead. It was quiet. And for a European game, you don't usually hear that. But the second half, the fans got more into it and the team got more into it because we played the way we should have done. We stood on their throats. We played in the whole of their half of the second half. And we scored some really nice goals. So from a point of view of beating up a team, I'm happy about it. Some good individual performances. Wirtz and Ekitike keep, balling out. Them two are fantastic. Salah looked a little bit better this game. He's, throwing in some assists there, and people couldn't get hold of him. Cody Gakpo, been crap. Virgil getting a hat trick of assists. I think the first centre back in Champions League history.
That's correct. Yes, first centre. Yeah.
It's some good individual performances. Arne Slot never celebrated when Chiesa scored. Just looked pissed off. It was weird. But. And big up Chiesa getting a goal as well, man, because he sticks in there, comes on, gets his goal as well. In that 5-minute spell, we looked far better on Cody Gakpo for 80-odd minutes. Again, should start him. But yeah, good individual performances. A good result. Through to the next knockout stages. But I'm not going to get carried away and say we're back. He's turned it around because we'll probably lose to Newcastle on the weekend.
Fairs. Ram, I'll start with you next. Obviously, I don't know if you agree with everything that Jamie said, but was there any like negatives that you actually took from the game? I know I'm not trying to bring negatives into the show, but like obviously Liverpool, in my opinion, convincing 6-0 win. But was there anything that made you go, okay, it's all well and good winning against this, but this needs to change in your opinion, especially maybe going into the game against Newcastle or just going obviously further in the Champions League?
Not really. I don't think there's a lot of negatives. I think even though we kind of let them play a little bit, we kind of limited them to any sort of opportunities, if that makes sense. I think the one thing I'll be a bit negative about in the first half is that we should have scored more. We definitely should have scored a lot more goals. I felt as though every attack we had going at them, it felt as though it's going to lead to a big chance. And it kind of did, because we had 38, I think over 38 shots on goal last night.
Yeah, I think it's 38 shots on goal, 11 on target.
Yeah, 12 on target, or something like that.
Yeah, or 12 and then 10 off target, something like that.
Yeah, it's like and I think an extra around about 5 or 6. It should have been a lot more. And I think going into the game, many people expected us to win because it's Karabag. And what's it called? Karabag at home. And this is going to be it's good. Like I said this on my match reaction yesterday. It was going to be probably my most depressing 6-0 win reaction that you'll see on YouTube, because it's against Karabag. Regardless if they drew against Chelsea at home, which was at home, to be fair, we should be dominating them in our own home, and that's what we did. So everything that I saw was kind of expected. But like what Jamie said, we saw a very, very good performance last week against Marseille. And we saw what happened in the weekend, and we weren't able to replicate it. And one thing I'll say, Jamie, I think you're being very conservative there about the crowd, because when I was watching it, I had a couple of boos from the fans.
Yeah. Was mad.
Wasn't from
the first half. Was that first half, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was our fans.
Yeah,
the ball and they were still booing, and I think that says volumes. And I thought I was hearing stuff, and it turns out, big up Neeks. Neeks was watching the game as well, and he could hear the boos as well. So it says a lot. It says a lot what the fans think about the So that's the one thing that I took from the game. I was like, damn, people are booing even though we're winning 2-0, 3-0. Even when we have the ball, they're not cheering on for the team. That's crazy, man. That is so crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting. Ends. Again, we scored a lot of goals. McAllister, I think, getting a brace. Ekitike scored. Vert scored. Salah scored a free kick. And have I missed out anybody?
McAllister scored. Chiesa.
Yeah, I said he scored a brace. So McAllister scored a brace.
Yep.
Chiesa, Verts, Salah,
Chiesa.
Who impressed you most on the night, bro? Like, I know obviously like McAllister got a brace, but me personally didn't think it's man of the match. Who would you say was like the guy that stood out for you yesterday?
Ekitike, bro. He's just him in it. Virgil as well. That's probably a good shout just because of the assist.
Yeah.
Probably could throw Florian Wirtz in there as well. Thought he was good, tidy in areas. But yeah, look, it's what we expect to do in terms of teams and the quality of team that we're playing against. You expect Liverpool to win these type of games. The problem we have at the moment is, and obviously I don't blame the fans for this, it's more because of the way that the team's been going and the manager's been doing it. We can never really enjoy a win. Because even with a 6-0 win, we're still going, we're looking ahead to the next game. And I'm just like, why don't we just enjoy the moment in the moment that we've just battered the team in the Champions League? Yeah, the quality of team is going to always be the rebuttal. But we didn't pick them. We just got drawn against them. And that's the team we had to play. And the boys turned up and did their job. So I think just trying to enjoy the moment instead of worrying about the negative side of it. The only negative you'd probably say from the night is Frimpong's injury. And then the defense now looks, I don't know if that's a topic you want to go into, Matt, at all, but
yeah, we're going to go into that. As soon as you finish, yes, so we said,
just say that's probably the only negative for me, that Frimpong got injured in the game. And then it's just about, can we replicate this going forward? And I know it's hard to say yes to that question because we haven't shown that. And you're right, the Marseille one, we played well, won the game, and then we went and played Bournemouth and then lost. And you're like, what's going on? And clearly we only like playing against teams that like to play football. Any team that play the anti-defensive style of football, we decide to crumble, man. We decide to not find any. We always, I think we just use it as an excuse now. And I think the only difference between us when we play against teams that play football is the speed, how we play football. When we play against teams that can play, we move the ball quicker, sharper, we're more decisive. But when we play against teams that have the low block, we think we got all day. We think we've got all day on the ball. They put their foot on it. We slow it down. And I think, why don't you just use that same game method and move the ball? Because that's the only way you're going to shift, you know, a low block or a team that's got a lot more players behind the ball. But I know he has to get it right, man. He has to try and get the formula right. But I'm choosing to enjoy the 6-0 win before I worry about Newcastle, because that is another game on its own. And I know when we go into that game, we ain't going to see the same Liverpool. I'm just hoping that we can, because, boy, I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy what's going on now. But
I was just about to say, so obviously you spoke about Frimpong, an injury, and how, you know, how badly that could affect Liverpool, because as things stand right now, no Frimpong, we don't know how long for, but it looks like a groin injury. To me, groin injury is not something you just run off. That's, for me, minimum, 6 to 8 weeks maybe for groin.
Depends on it.
Depends on recovery.
Bradley is already out. Joe Gomez, again, don't know what's going on with Gomez. Bro, let's not even go like just Gomez.
We know who's playing right back, Matt. Come on.
No. Wait there. Kanaya obviously dealing with the death of his father, so condolences to him as well, and hope he, you know what I'm saying, he just takes his time. So as things stand currently, we have 3 senior defenders. That is Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robertson, and Kirkes. The only right back we have is Calvin Ramsey. The manager, also said the coach, has already said he's got better options, which tells you Calvin Ramsey is not going to play. Guys, I don't know how to say this. We are in the mud, and I don't know how this manager is going to try and fix this or try and mend it. What's the solution here, guys? Because I'm just reading in a report saying Liverpool will take stock of Frimpong's injury before assessing whether there's need to dive into the transfer market this month. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
And that's from Simon Jones, I believe, from the Daily Mail. Guys, I need you lot to speak on this, bro.
I think he's found a solution. Let's be honest, bro. Gravenberch is going to play centre back, Szoboszlai, and I think that's what Ram's going to allude to. He's going to play right back, and then Ramsey will be on the bench, and then if needs be, he might get minutes. Listen, it could be a blessing in disguise for Ramsey. He might, you know what? It's one of those moments when a player gets injured, and you're waiting, and they keep telling you you're not good enough. And then things just fall in line, and then you get your opportunity, and you never look back. And I think he will get a moment. He will get his moment. And it's going to be down to him whether or not he proves the manager wrong from what he said. But obviously, starting, he's definitely starting Szoboszlai against Newcastle.
Yeah.
And Gravenberch right playing centre back. That's what's going to happen, guys. We know the back line.
So Szoboszlai played right back against Newcastle earlier in the season, didn't he? And had a good game. So he's definitely playing there. I've got a feeling Kanate. Apparently, the rumours is Kanate will be available this weekend. So that might be. So he might be about this weekend. With the Frimpong, so I was watching something earlier on another channel, and they were talking about Frimpong, and they're thinking the injury might not actually be that serious at the moment. So, you know, he might not be out for as long as people think, because a lot of people don't know what he's done. A lot of people think it's his hamstring. Other people say it's his groin. So, I'm not quite, because he was holding both, weren't he? Unless the geezer needed a toilet, he was holding both, man. So I'm not quite sure what he's done, but he limped off. I don't know, but look, we've got a right back at the football club. You know, we don't know how good he is because he's never been given the chance. But the couple of minutes he always plays here and there that we've seen, he actually looks technically an okay.
Technically assured, yeah.
So, but my manager came out and said he likes him, but he's got better options, and then better options are all midfielders. So it's Curtis Jones, Szoboszlai, and Endo. They're all in front of Ramsey. I would be look. I think Szoboszlai play if Curtis Jones is fit and available. If Curtis Jones is not fit, he's still because he's ill or something. If he's not ready,
I forgot.
If Curtis is not ready for the Newcastle game, he might play Endo at right back. You know.
Not against Gordon. I can't against Gordon.
If he does that,
he can't do that. It's suicide if he does it. Pause.
And it's not because Endo can't just do the defending. Gordon is clearly faster than him. You can't have you need someone that's going to have that energy out there to compete.
It'd be interesting.
That's a sackable offense, bro. If he does that, I ain't even gonna.
Sackable offense was 9 losses.
That's not gonna be the first time. That's the first time, bro. It's probably about the 15th time he did it this season, bro. You know what I mean?
No one rates Gordon though, so surely Endo should be all right, yeah.
No, rate him or not, pace is too much, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really rate Gordon like that, but Gordon could just kick the ball down the line and run. That's all he has to do is run.
What if we actually defend better as a team through midfield and it doesn't get to that position?
Jay, we have how many players missing and we can't defend anything? Bro, I'm gonna be honest,
Szoboszlai will play. I think Kanate will be back. Kanate, Virgil, Szoboszlai, and Robbo, because some reason our Kirkheads is in the cold for some reason. It's shit. We need signings. This club ain't going to make signings unless there's anyone there at the time. And who's there? They're going to look at it and go, we don't need another right back because we've got 2 right backs at the football club that we rate in a way. So they're not going to buy another right back. This would be the perfect time for Liverpool to just go and buy a centre back. Just go and buy a centre back. And
that can play right back, maybe.
That can shift over there and do a job in the time being. Jay, when Gomez first came to Liverpool, we signed Gomez from Charlton, remember? He's a centre-back. But he started his career as a left-back for a few weeks, didn't he? For a few months, getting used to the team.
That's correct.
Just go and get a defender that can... That's what we should do. Just go and get a centre-back this January.
Let me ask you all a question. Is there more of a serious dilemma that we potentially could have long-term? Conor Bradley, we've known, has had injuries since he's been at Liverpool. And it does seem like he is injury-prone, unfortunately. Jeremy Frimpong has not been injury prone in his career, but since he has gotten to Liverpool, you would say so far he has been injury prone. Are we in a situation where we have to literally get a right back in the summer? We probably won't get one in January. I don't think so. But is there something where you might even have to replace a Conor Bradley? And I know people might not want to hear that, but if you've got a player that's always injured, is that something that we should look at, guys?
Well, Frimpong missed 12 games in 6 seasons before joining Liverpool.
And how many? In fact, I could probably bring up his injury record now.
He's picked up 3 injuries in 5 months at Liverpool. He missed 12 games in 6 seasons at his time at Celtic and Leverkusen through injury.
Yeah.
I don't think these... I don't know about you guys. We watch this team every week. We always do. We don't look fit. There's something about our fitness don't look right because we can't run either. We walk Yeah, exactly. We walk everywhere, right? We walk everywhere and we're tired after an hour. Like I think me and Enz and a few others were going mental about how shit our pre-season was, and we didn't look fit enough going into the season. And people were saying, because people always say pre-season's nothing, don't worry about it, it doesn't matter and things like that. Because I hate losing in pre-season because I want to win every game.
Yeah.
So I think it means you start the season well, aggression and all that sort of stuff. I think it goes from there, man. We're not fit. The fact that Frimpong keeps getting his injuries. He played wing back in the German league. The man's running up and down for 90 minutes. There's something not quite right with our fitness regime at this moment in time.
Even Virgil, did you not see Virgil look really tired after 20 minutes? I think it was. Virgil was proper like huffing and puffing. I was like, what's wrong with Virgil, bro? Like, was he vaping before the game or something? Like, Virgil, go on.
No, I was gonna say, Matt. Sorry to interrupt. The preseason was it felt rushed. It didn't feel, like normally over the years we've watched our team. We feel like, right, we'll go here, they prep, do this, they travel to here, prep, do this, play a few games, and then we're ready. Then you could see the guys are really, really fit. Maybe it's because we changed the fitness regime. So what we did on the clock with the lactate test we normally do. The first one, so that fitness test that Milner used to win all the time.
That's yeah.
And then we've gone into something different now. And I think maybe the players, because he's expecting them to have a lot more possession, you think they can conserve a lot more energy. But we're spending so much time chasing down transitions, not than what we normally did on the clock, to be fair. Because we sustain those attacks, would normally win it back in the higher positions, and then it's a shorter distance to go. But now when we're winning it back, it's like at the edge of our box. So they're not. I don't think the players are fit enough at the moment, for real.
But I think for Virgil's case, I think it's kind of like self-explanatory. He's 34, I think, going on 35, if I'm not mistaken. The brother gets no rest. He never rests. So any game, it's bruv, Virgil is required to play every game. Bro, there's other times, even we've seen Kanate get a rest, and we've seen Virgil play alongside Gomez. Virgil is the only one that gets no rest, and he's one of the oldest players in the squad. It makes no sense, but you know why? It does make sense, because we don't have anyone else that's there, and that's due to lack of recruitment, in my opinion. Because Virgil should be able to rest. If we had, say, got a Schlotterbeck or a Guehi in the summer, that would allow Virgil to just be like, you know what? I think we can rest him for this one game. Because that one game can really help a player when they just like don't play a game in that game week, help the muscles recover. And do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like we are running Virgil into the ground. And like, it's a shame, because last year I would never have predicted this, because we were saying the football that we play and how we play actually might be quite conservative, and like in a sense of it might help players. It might help them prolong some of their careers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But now it's like,
they're doing a lot more, isn't it, Matt? They're doing a lot more than Virgil's doing a lot more defending than he normally would.
Yes,
he normally does at Liverpool.
Yeah,
because there's times when he goes by the game and he's had a few clearances, and you're going, all right, yeah, Virgil was just light work for Virgil today, not a sweat. But he's actually running out to channels.
Yeah, he's doing the channel defending.
And then yesterday, bro, why was he blowing back? Because he was up there trying to get assists. You see, he broke away, bro, for the Chiesa goal in the 90th minute. Why is my centre back that high up anyway, bro?
Nah. He knew about the record. He knew about the record and wanted to go.
He must have, innit? That's
he travelled, bro. He weren't playing. So
I know.
I don't know, bro, but he travelled for that 90th minute run to set up Chiesa.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the reason. And in previous games, it was like standing like right wing in some games and left wing. Nah, bro, why are you not in defense doing your job?
Generally, I feel like Virgil takes matters into his own hands. You can kind of see it, like that's why, and maybe he kind of felt, bro, the pressure and the criticism that he did get, due to the Bournemouth game. Because remember the Trivela clearance that all went wrong, then trying to play an offside trap. Then realizing that you're supposed to be part of the offside trap because you're the captain. My man's doing his own thing, and then for the final goal, my man just decides to just do nothing while they do the long throw and stand there. Like, bro, it was crazy. I can't lie. That was one of Virgil's worst games I've ever seen, bro.
You're right. You have to rectify it.
You have to rectify it. So,
Virgil plays in midfield as well, there, don't he? So.
Yeah,
because and I think it's instruction, because we haven't got no. He's a better passer than all our midfielders. That's why he plays there. He literally is. He's like our deep line playmaker now. He's literally on the halfway line or inside the opposition half, just stringing passes together. But he's actually good at it, because he's better than Gravenberch with that pass. He's better than McAllister with that pass from deep.
Hey, former Virgil was centre defensive mid. That's the agenda.
Oh no!
And that's how we're playing him right now. Like, I mean, that's how we're playing him, because he has got that passing ability in him. He's better than what our midfielders are. But the problem is, he's 34 years of age. Then you're asking him to run back 30 yards every time to make sure he gets into position again. So you got to run him into the ground, man.
I remember Arsenal doing that with Mertesacker at one point, dropping him in the DM.
Dropping him into that DM.
I might have to put it in a simulation just to see what's going on still.
We saw what happened with Arsenal ends, yeah?
I might have to throw it in there, Virgil DM.
I mean, the mad thing is he'd probably be our best midfielder if he did like that.
Win every aerial.
He'll win all the aerial duels. He'd just spray passes around everywhere.
We just said he can't handle channel defending. We're not gonna ask you to play DM, bro. This is dark.
In this system, he will get cooked. I can't even lie, running all over the place. All right. So that was the game yesterday, but I think there were some comments again that was made by the coach. I don't know if you guys are aware.
You man's coach.
Don't know
not
who's
my
man's
coach.
coach.
You man's coach,
Not my
man.
coach.
Apart
Not
from
my
Jay,
coach.
the rest of you guys were
My
late.
coach
to the
is my
party,
coach.
man.
My
Not
coach
my
is
coach.
Leipzig, bro.
Yeah, apart from Jay, the rest of you man were late to the party. You man,
How was I late? I wasn't
you
late.
late, man.
Rams was, not me.
You decided you wanted to.
Bruv, on my channel, when I done the Civil
don't do
War,
this, man.
no, I'm gonna do this on my
wanted to-
channel. Yeah, you see the Civil War? Yeah, go check it out, people. Yeah, promo.
You know what?
Yeah. I was there listening to both sides. Yeah, I obviously had to
I was
listen
listening.
in. Man had to listen in. And I'm
I'm
obviously
not
I'm
that man.
hearing what the man was saying.
Matt
Obviously,
was,
Rams.
I was
If you go
literally
look at the
outside
video,
the
you'll
door.
see where Rams was placed, and then you'll see where Ends was and Jamie and so on and so on.
Stop it.
I mean?
I was literally at the door, and Matt just came onto the side, be like, "Yo, bro, are you here?"
Yeah.
I was like on the side, just quickly taking a piss.
You know
bro.
what
Like,
Matt
bro.
did? He turned up late because he wanted to dress up in the Gucci and the Louis and that. And then he comes to the club and then
Hold
goes,
on. Just
I can
quickly.
only come in. No, my man. So
I
I'm
just
gonna come
just
in. That's
quickly
what he
though.
did.
I saw my
Ram,
man.
on that,
I had a chat
in
with him,
November,
Yeah,
was
that's
you
my
slot
guy.
in or slot out in November? All jokes aside.
It was. I was officially. I'm not gonna lie or anything like that.
Yeah.
I was officially slot out when we lost to Forest.
Okay. Fair.
Matt was on the
speaking-
fence the whole time, bro.
Bruv, I just had a show to do. That's all it is. I
No.
just had a show.
You was on the fence.
No, bro.
You were on
listen,
the fence, bro. So your
I
man
was
is
not
gone.
on the fence, bro.
Your
Let's not do
gaffer.
this. Let's not do this, bro. You
Your
are the
gaffer.
biggest
And
politician.
Plus
You are the
Ends-
biggest
Ends,
politician.
my gaffer's living life at Leipzig, bro. He's just chilling.
But-
just literally just
Speaking
chilling,
about
doing
Arne
whatever.
Slot, guys, Arne Slot said, "We are happy to be in the last 16, especially when only 2 years ago we was in the Europa League and we lost to Atalanta."
That's you man's gaffer, bro. He's cooked
So-
us twice in 2 press conferences in 2 days.
I'm gonna be honest, guys.
Yeah, he's a prick, isn't he?
I'm just gonna give you my opinion, and you guys feel free to give yours.
God.
He's speaking like he's been told that, yeah, your P45 is gonna be arriving in the post. He is going mad. He's lashing out. He's getting like sensitive. He's getting really annoyed in press conferences. That sounds like a man that's rattled, so rattled. And I think, in my opinion, I think they basically told him you're under review, which basically means you're going to get fired because you would not be under review if you had done your job.
Mhm.
That's what I think it is. Genuinely, no banter. I genuinely feel like he's been told, listen, you'll be under review, and do what you can do. But I think he kind of knows the writings on the wall because I've never seen this coach speak like this. He's also said last week, if I'm not mistaken, or this week just gone, don't forget, yeah, I know the standards of this club. Yeah, two Premier Leagues in 30 years. Yeah, let me remind you, I got one of them. Yeah, but last year he was saying 2 in 5. This year's 2 in 30. This manager's arrogance is absolutely insane, bro.
Do you know what it
Right.
reminds me of? Do you
Go on.
remember? Do you remember when Jose was manager of United? Big up,
yeah.
big up Jose on his win yesterday as well. It was mad win.
Shows say, oh yeah, bad boy, yeah.
When Jose was like 3 because they lost 3-0 to Tottenham. He was like 3, and he's like 3 Premier Leagues for me, and I got more Premier Leagues than every other manager in this league combined. It just reminds me of that.
Yeah,
And
but he's only got one, so he's a dickhead.
No, you know what I mean?
You know them ones that's like
He's like
read
he's
the room.
doing
Yeah,
he's doing the
but you're
respect
right. You're
thing.
right. You're right.
Respect.
Mm.
And I'm like, and we're like, brother, you've got one Premier League, which we give you credit for. You ain't done shit in the Champions League, and you just come to the party, bro. My man just come to the party and acting as if he's the big dog when he didn't do nothing, bro. You know what I mean? Like compared to what the other guy did beforehand, who he's slightly disrespecting and cussing at the same time about you won Europa League and you lost against Atalanta and all that.
Bro.
It's a slight disrespect. Well,
Right, it's
big
I don't
disrespect.
even think it's the P45 thing. I actually think he's been reading what the fans have been saying, I think
okay.
he's locked into what the fans are saying, and he's lashing out back in it because some of the fans, obviously, we don't get to see what everyone writes and puts on every video, and he's done loads of Sky Sports videos and other interviews as well. For some reason, he keeps doing loads of them.
Chat's nuff, always on the TV.
I know, bro. I don't know what kind of contract these guys have with him, but he's everywhere. Every week he's there doing something. But he's seeing what's being said. Because them comments, that sounds like it's fans going, dead manager, get him out of our team. He ain't really done that. And he's like, what? You man have only won one. Like what? Klopp, you only won one with Klopp in 10 years.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? So that's why he's lashing out. That's why last year it was more respect. Yes, 2 in 5. Gotta do the respectful thing. But now he's reading so much of what everyone's saying. He's like, what? It's only last year. You man are complaining about I keep talking about PSG. Bro, you man were playing Europa League 2 years ago. Relax, bro. Like, I made you get into the Champions League. I'll put you in the next round again.
The thing is, he's not.
It's stuff. I promise you, he's reading.
He's not. Here's the killer, though. What he's saying is not wrong, right? Let's get it. He's factually correct. He's factually correct, you know. Don't get twisted.
It is factual correct. Well, what he's done here, he's bigging himself up. This is what he's doing. He's basically the two things he's done in the two comments he's made in the last 2 press conferences, pretty much having a dig at what Jurgen did before him. That's pretty much what he's doing. When he's instead of saying we've won 2 leagues in 5 years, he said we won 230. Jurgen's won, and I'm the other one in my first season. Right? This year he's basically gone, and yesterday he's gone. 2 years ago this Liverpool team were losing to Atalanta in a semi-final of Europa League, and now we're in the last 16 in Champions League. It's on me. You know what I'm saying? That's on me again. Then he comes out and comments to say we only won the league because we went out of PSG. Although weren't we 12 points clear by the time we play PSG or something like that? He just talks. It's weird. I reckon what Enzo said is correct. He is looking at the media and he's seeing what fans are talking about him, and what he's doing is telling us how good he is.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing in reply. Respect. So everyone's taking him off, and he's going, 2 years ago, that other manager you all love to bits and you all hail and want back, you got your Europa League and you got knocked out by Atalanta. This manager's been here less than 2 years. I've got you a title. Yeah, and we're in the last 16 of the Champions League.
Yeah, and we just lost to the best team in Europe.
That's his excuse is that we only lost on penalties to the team that won it. So what are you talking about?
And that's what he says, ain't it?
He went back to the comments on PSG. He also said, can I come back to something I said yesterday? I used the word might, but not everyone is listening about it.
I told you.
I'm saying. Losing to PSG might have helped us. I meant we did not face injuries after that. People want to make my world more ridiculous. This club, it hits us harder with injuries.
Matt, listen, those words. Who from yesterday to today? Yeah. What fans in the chat? What media company did you see post anything about him keep going back to PSG? Who said anything about him, bar the fans?
Yeah.
No, you use that as a positive.
Only the fans crashed out on these things, bro. Like, why do you keep mentioning PSG? I didn't see no one mention.
And because what he said was so damning, big up Gerrard. Do you know what Gerrard said?
What did Gerrard say?
Listen to what Gerrard said. Gerrard said, meet me outside, live and direct. Are you ready? I'm going to read it out. So,
all right, let's hear.
I can understand the fans being frustrated. Do you want me to put it on the screen, actually, while I'm reading? So you guys
do what you need to do, man.
Just so that for the people that might be on the audio, just be able to, they can't listen. So, but they can think, hold on, let me get this on the screen. Because when I said, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Stevie, bro.
Stevie definitely wants this job, man. I'm telling you, he wants the interim thing.
Gerrard, I can understand the fans being frustrated on the back of the interview for the simple reason is they were 15 points clear. In my opinion, they had the league wrapped up by that point. To sort of say that helped them is a body blow for the fans, really, because the fans have been on a journey. They pay good money to follow the team in the UEFA Champions League games. The frustration and the emotion of going out of the Champions League for a player or a fan, it hurts, it kills you. To sort of say that went and helped you when you are already 15 points clear, you can understand the frustrations. Gerrard said that live in the studio. No Slot is going to see it.
When did
Direct.
he say this? Was this yesterday as well?
Yesterday. So just before they asked him, I think they asked Gerrard. He said this yesterday, bro.
So if Gerrard said it on the same night, Arne Slot then said, people are basically, messing up what he's saying. And he said, Mike, I don't think he saw Gerrard's interview because he would have been prepping he would have been in the prep mode for the game. He would have been in the game. And then by the time he ends it, how would he have seen it by then? So it must be the fans again. It's the fans.
So because look at the time as well. Bigger Anfield Sector. Anfield Sector posted this at 7:29. So this is before kickoff. That's what I'm saying. So when Gerrard said all this was before the game had kicked off yesterday. And Gerrard was referring to obviously Slot's comments in the presser the day before PSG in it. Yeah. So this is why what I'm saying. You see, before I said it yesterday on I think on the watch along to Carl. You know me, I've been a bit like, I think Gerrard should be manager, but like later on down the line. Remember, Enz was having a conversation yesterday as well. I was like, I rate him. I just feel like he should have more time. Nah, do you know what? I'm here to tell you, bun that, get Gerrard in interim. Do you want to know why? You see, this statement right here from Gerrard tells you everything about the man, the character of a coach that we need at Liverpool. Whether Gerrard is long-term, short-term, all I know is that if Gerrard was to walk in and with this kind of vim and attitude towards the job, he will get more out of these players than Arne Slot, in my opinion. Because when Arne Slot's talking about expectations, he also said about, I don't want to reveal what's expected at Liverpool. And then you got Frimpong on earlier on saying, well, expectations are winning the Champions League and FA Cup. But this manager is a joke, Joke.
Yeah, listen, that's what I said to you, bro. I think when I mentioned it yesterday and when we did the stream, and I was like, just bring Gerrard in because the fan base is, bro, we're worlds apart now between us, the players, and everything to do with our football club.
Brother,
you need someone like Gerrard to bring us back together, bro. And then if Alonso is the guy that we want to get in after, fine. But you need someone to put the puzzle back together because at the moment, bro, the manager is crashing out. Players have got different targets to what the manager looks like he has. The fans are booing. They're not booing. They're slotting out. Bro, there's so much negativity around the team. Yesterday did a call-in and maybe one person enjoyed it. Mike, that's big up to. He's the only one that was positive yesterday. All the other callers were like,
what? Big up Mike.
No,
Mike.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on, you said Mike.
Yeah,
Mike Das.
No,
yeah, me and him was
Big up Mike Das. He's normally pissed off all the time.
Mike was on troll mode.
Yeah, I know what Mike's doing, man. Big up, Mike.
It's troll mode, Mike. I know him.
What I'm getting fed up with Arne about, he keeps talking about his accomplishments and what he's done and blah, 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 blah. What I'd love him to do is actually fix the issues.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Fix the issues. I don't need you in me. I don't want to hear in conversations about PSG again and what someone won and what he's won, and just fix the issues at our football club. Yeah, I understand you've got a lot of injuries. I'll give you that benefit of the doubt there. Okay, you've got important players missing important positions, but just fix the issues. Stop talking about low blocks. Every game moaning about low blocks like teams aren't allowed to play that way. Stop working. You've been here almost 2 years now. Why have you not worked out a system to beat low blocks? Like, you're getting paid good money in a massive role, probably the biggest job you're going to have in your managerial career, and you still haven't figured it out. But you're having to go opposition teams to dare play the way they want to play. You know what I mean? So that's all he does. He criticizes the opposition for playing a particular way of football, praises teams like Carrier Bag because they open up for you, right? and then throws our own players under the bus. He doesn't take any responsibility on his own shoulders, and and that's why there's a disconnect between the fans and the manager right now. You can hear it at Anfield. You can hear it with the away fans right now in the last couple of games as well. The online fans, us, anyone who's got Liverpool at heart. There's a disconnect between us. And when there's a disconnect between your manager and the fan base, that is when there's a major issue. You need that. You need that connection. Obviously, Klopp was a massive connection. Dalglish was a massive connection. There was a disconnect between Graham Souness and the Liverpool fan base. I'm old enough to remember all this. There was a massive disconnect there because, Graham Souness obviously did that thing when he spoke to a certain newspaper about everything, and Liverpool fans didn't like it. Straight away there was a disconnect there. It didn't work for him. You've got to have that. Roy Hodgson, massive disconnect. Gerard Houllier, well, there's a massive connection to Gerard Houllier and the Liverpool fan base. Because Gerard Houllier had Liverpool at heart. He was a Liverpool fan. Being French, he was a big Liverpool fan. He worked at Liverpool University, as a teacher. Benitez, there was a connection there with the fans and Benitez, because Benitez wanted the best for Liverpool at the time. Although he was a bit more cold about the way he approached things, there was still a connection there. With Arne Slot and Liverpool right now, there's no connection between the fans and the manager. And we just keep hearing him say these things and bigging himself up, making excuses. And, I don't want to hear another thing on Newcastle. Newcastle played a mid to low block and we found it difficult. I don't want to hear it. You've been here 2 years. Figure it out. You're the coach. It's as simple as that.
I really, you know what? I kind of want the manager that last season was talking about Nottingham Forest every single day of the week. The fact that he was so obsessed with that loss that he was like, "Nah, we need to talk about that game because it's still pissing me off to this day." Like, where is that guy? Like, that's the problem. A connection.
So, Dalglish won everything. Klopp won everything. Houllier won a lot. So,
do you know so mad? And this is actually like Mantis even said, like Rafa had zero personality, but the fans connected to him. This is what I'm saying. Arne Slot for me probably does have a little bit more personality than Rafa, but what's mad is that the respect levels are so different, bro. So different. Like there's a big disconnect with Arne Slot, and I just feel like he's making his reputation worse by saying all these things, but
that's why Mantis, that's why I love Rafa. Mantis. No, Rafa, Mantis, you might not heard me right. I'm saying I love Rafa, man. Rafa had a good connection with the fans. I love Rafa.
It helped with the Rafa versus Jose stuff, because obviously Jose being part of Chelsea who were buying everyone. Rafa, of course, sort of played into it, being like, okay, they're gonna buy whoever they buy. And if they're going to treat us like little boys, we won't back down. And that's what the fans loved him for. Like, even if we played against the big teams, he still made us competitive. He made us hard to break down.
And he went after Man United and Fergie. And he did that facts thing, which at the time now, you look back at it and went, he did say actually nothing wrong, but it weren't the time and place to say it, because you need to win the league when you say that sort of thing, don't you? Right? Yeah. And obviously we didn't win the league. But Liverpool fans are listening to that going, yeah, he's fucking right. You know what I mean? It's like, and he's like, my manager, at the time. So it backfired massively because Man United got, it spurred Man United on to beat us for the league that year. But, it just brought that connection again to the fans, So, our manager at the moment is sort of going after a manager that this fan base absolutely adores,
Facts.
And that's not going to help you at all, man. It's not going to help you.
No, it's just going to make things worse. People, listen, there is over right now 600 people, what I'm saying, in the YouTube space. So make sure you smash the like. Can we please get this to 500 likes, people? I'd really appreciate that. There's over 400 people watching on X as well. Big up your damn self. And I believe there might even be a couple of people on Twitch as well. So big up your damn self if you're watching on Twitch. Guys, I might have some bad news in regards to Arne Slot that you guys might not want to hear. It's from an article today, whether you want to believe it or not, but it's from James Pearce at The Athletic. Let me just get the article. So, let me try and zoom in a bit. Hold on. So, the rumor mill went into overdrive once again after last night's. The Bournemouth was followed by the wins by Man United, Chelsea, which saw Liverpool slick to sixth place. Their participation in next season's Champions League is far from certain, but despite the speculation, the reality is Slot retains the backing of the Anfield hierarchy. The pressure is real, but he's not on the brink. They currently have no intention of following the lead of United, who dispensed with Ruben Amorim, or Chelsea, who parted company with Enzo Maresca. Both teams have enjoyed an initial upturn in fortunes following the appointments of Michael Carrick and Liam Rossini. However, in both cases, change was brought about by a breakdown in relations with club executives as well as results and performances. At Liverpool, Slot's bond with sporting director Richard Hughes remained strong. It was Hughes who led the search for Jurgen Klopp's successor in 2024 and was convinced that Slot was the outstanding candidate to take over. That belief in coaching acumen remains. Unlike Amorim and Maresca, Slot is a Premier League title-winning boss that buys you time and patience. There's a sympathy for everything that the Dutchman has had to contend with since the glory of last season sent expectation levels through the roof, from the tragic loss to Diogo Jota, RIP, and Andre Silva as well, to the sweeping changes to the squad that led to talk internally that this was always likely to be a transitional campaign, and the succession of injury setbacks.
Look, in terms of, I think that's all facts in terms of all the things that's happened, right? But at the end of the day, that doesn't stop you from playing good football.
No.
Do you want me to read out this last bit as well? These last bits, or should you guys want to talk about it now? Do you want me to read out this as well, guys? Just for you guys.
Do your thing, Matt.
Yeah, I'll quickly read it out, and then we'll finish it on. We'll quickly discuss it, and then we'll think.
Yeah.
All right, cool. As head coach rather than manager, Slot doesn't enjoy the same kind of influence on the recruitment that Klopp had in the latter stages of his tenure. Hopefully, I'm not reading too fast, but because there's quite a lot to read. Apologies, people. So complaints about the lack of centre-back cover or the failure to replace Luis Diaz can't be left as at his door. The strategy and how best to invest funds in is the domain of Hughes and Fenway Sports Group CEO of football, Michael Edwards. The idea that Liverpool haven't dipped into the transfer market so far this month because they are somehow reluctant to commit more funds while Slot remains in charge, is nonsensical. The club's data-led model is to buy it for the long term. The only outfield player that was bought who was over the age of 24 last summer was Isak. Up until now, they have felt that there isn't a deal to be done this month that makes sense financially and have opted to wait for the summer. It's a risk given that their current predicament, and it remains to be seen if Frimpong's injury alters the stance. Konate should be back from compassionate leave in time for Saturday, while Joe Gomez has an outside chance of being fit, and Curtis Jones is likely to have recovered from illness. Despite all the scrutiny on last summer's spending spree, there's no buyer's remorse. The understanding between Hugo Ekitike and Florian Wirtz, who have both scored against Karabakh, is shown real signs of blossoming. Frimpong and Kirkes have also kicked on in recent months, while Alexander Isak and Giovanni Leone can't be judged due to their recent woes. This is a long flipping article. We'll leave it there. Can
he not do a podcast and then just say this so people can just cook him live? Because then because when you can write down whatever you want to write down and make it make sense as much as you want, and yes, you're going to write down some stuff to try and make it make sense after a 6-0 win. But if you would have wrote down, put that out after the Bournemouth game, I don't think you get the same reception. And I think most people, I think there will be a section of people go, do you know what? Yeah. And I'm like, there's nothing there but facts in terms of the injuries. That's a fact. In terms of the transition of a new players coming in and trying to embed them into losing Jota massively impacted. Yes. So those things are a matter of fact, right?
Yeah,
but
true.
That didn't stop us from passing to each other on a football pitch. That doesn't stop you from doing that.
Exactly.
That doesn't stop you from defending properly. That doesn't stop you from taking opportunities when you get them. That doesn't stop you from, when the ball lands at your feet, you're not running into everyone or miscontrolling the ball or cutting inside every 2 seconds. That doesn't stop that.
Yeah. No, big facts.
Tactically, he's got it wrong in most, if not all, the games he's played, bar maybe a few, when teams decided they want to actually play some football against us.
No, it's just right.
But you can't. Most people, I say, some people read that and go, do you know what? Yeah, that's true, and then we forget all the other things that's happened, all the bad performances, all the bad substitutions, all the mismanagement of the squad. Talk about injuries, but you're not actually utilizing your squad. When everyone was fit, was he utilizing it to the best of his abilities?
No.
He had Leone sitting on the bench cold for months, and then he decides to bring him in at the cold for a particular game. When it was games against like Burnley, when we dominated the whole game, he could have threw him on in that game. Could have threw him on in so many different games when you're like, the game looks like we've either won it clearly or we've gone, bro, it might be drawing. Throw him in there.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think he's going to do? So you think playing him in a cup game where we can get knocked out in with a mixed match team, do you think that's going to get the best out of him? And it's a good thing it probably did, because he showed us how good the kid is. But you could have utilized Rio even more when he was in a good vein of form. He came into the team from preseason on mad form, scoring goals.
Threw away one of the cups as well. Remember?
Bro, and then he played him in the Newcastle game. He scores and you go, he's on a high now. Use this. Doesn't want to do that. There's players like Ramsey in the team that can play at right back. He goes, "Now I'm going to play Szoboszlai there. Why don't you try him there?" And then that alleviates the pressure for some of the players, that you don't have to play Szoboszlai in that game in that position.
Yeah.
Like, there's games where he could have done these things, and then them talking about, we didn't, we couldn't identify anyone. Didn't Gay just go to Man City for like 20 mil? So
Bro,
isn't that like a FSG? Richard Hughes,
Well, it's
Michael Edwards kind of deal.
You know what this is, though? Like, I've got no issue.
Yeah, but Matt, he was going
James Pierce.
He was going.
No, go on, bro. He
was going to accept. Everyone's going to pretend now like Gay was going to ask for 300. He only got it because Man City offered him it. So Man City overpaid him. We stepped away from it was because clearly we weren't paying him in the summer. Were we? So if we
200, I would have said,
You know, if we said to him, look, you know what,
Max,
we couldn't get this deal done here, but you see, from the 1st of Jan, we're going to be back in and we'll put the money in that they're asking for. Cool, handshake, done, dusted. We go, now we're going to wait till... When did Man City sign him? Like the middle of Jan? Just at the end of back end?
2 weeks.
Yeah, kind of like middle of back end. Yeah.
So Man City had enough time to go assess the market, look around. Oh, Crystal Palace, how much do you want? They're like, look, we're going to lose him on a free anyway. Our stance has changed. We'll take him for 20M. Okay, cool. Then you go to the play and go, what was Liverpool offering you? Just in case they come back in. They was offering me 152. Here's 3, bro, because we're desperate.
Yeah, they overpaid for him, yeah.
So then some fans will now say, we didn't get him because we weren't going to pay 300 grand. But we weren't going to pay him that initially anyway, and he wanted to come.
No, exactly.
But we decided to leave it. So, yeah, I hear that the writing sounds all good and spicy and that, bro, but come on, man. We're not dumb. And this is what I'm saying, that the disconnect between us and everyone around Liverpool from a fan base standpoint is mental, bro. Because now they just think we're all dumb. I promise you, the manager is telling you, shut up.
Yeah.
You might only won 1 in 30. Shut up. You were playing Europa League anyway. I don't know what you're talking about. Then they're going to write loads of stuff for everyone to be like, do you know what? And then because it softens the blow, because we just won 6-0. So everyone will be like, yeah, cool, calm. That's what's going on at the moment, bro. But we're going to accept. I promise you, bro. We're going to accept it, and we lose against Newcastle, whatever. And then it's going to be the same cycle. Then we'll win the next game, and then it's going to be the same cycle until the end of the season. And then you're going to be like, yo, I was hoodwinked, the whole season.
Yeah.
Because we could have protested, we could have done some stuff if we truly want this guy gone, and we did it.
It's so disconnected right now because, as you say, that James Pierce article is just saying things that we understand and agree with. We know he's not involved in transfers. His player, he's the head coach. He's not involved in transfers. Although these same people put out an article saying it was Arne Slot who didn't want Semenyo. So do they, you know what I mean? So they go back and forward on things sometimes. Yes, he's got injuries. Again, we get that. We understand that. Where the disconnect happens, none of these guys talk about his tactics and why he's to blame. And it isn't just this season. This has been going on since last January, where every Liverpool fan will tell you, 2025, yes, we won the league. If you look at 2025 as a calendar year low, it was shit. All right? It was terrible. It's got nothing to do with Jota's passing or injuries or fatigue or anything like that. Tactically, for a 12-month period over that now, Liverpool have been terrible. But they never come out with that. There's always excuses. He doesn't buy the players, guys. Yeah, we know this. We're not stupid. Oh, he's had injuries. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah. Get it. But let's talk about his tactics and what he's doing wrong. Let's talk about that, shall we? But we won't talk about that. So the disconnect just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, United, with a new manager, Michael Carrick, looks better than the last 12 months of Arne Slot's Liverpool in 2 games. From a tactical point of view.
From an attacking point of view, definitely.
Yeah. I look at it now and like, the disconnect is like, it's just not, it's disappeared for everything from the fans. It's us who are struggling here. You know, the the writers, the media team, whoever it is, James Pearce and all that, they write their articles because they want to be on the good side of Liverpool and still get being able to get into acts to ask their stupid questions like, what did you have for breakfast yesterday, and all that sort of shit, right? All that kind of like, do you have your orange juice with pulp or no pulp? You know, these are the questions they ask. You know, nothing intelligent, so they can still do that. And us fans are just left in the cold. Like, who's representing us? Like, honestly, as a fan base, who's representing Liverpool right now? Because the manager's not. The manager's not.
And it's the pundits. It's the likes of Steven Gerrard to an extent. What's his name? I wouldn't say Jamie Carragher, but even to an extent, Steve McManaman. They're the only guys that are questioning what the manager's doing, what he's saying, what the tactics are on the pitch.
As much as I hate Carragher, Ram, I would still say Carragher loves Liverpool. He just doesn't know how to always articulate at times. Because his emotion gets in the way. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
And one of the main things is we spent £450 million worth on superb talent. And that's the one thing the fans have been saying since the start of the season. We have signed top class to world class level players, and we can't get a tune out of them. It's not because they're crap. It's definitely not because of that. But there's something there. And they always ask, is the manager getting the best out of these players? That's that's what they question every single week, and that's why maybe Slot is having he lashes back out at them. Like when Gerrard talked about stop talking about low blocks, he's like, well, we have to talk about tactics wise it's difficult. I'll just say the truth. It's difficult. We see it every week. We don't have someone like Steven Gerrard in our team, so it's going to be very difficult. Like stuff like that is just you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
No one's asking direct questions as well, isn't it, Ram? Who's asking like direct questions? I don't even think anyone's asked him like, what was the reason why he didn't beat Bournemouth? Yeah. So when he's saying, it's low blocks, no one asked you, bro. No one asked you, was it low blocks? No one said, it was, why did you leave? You're already throwing us excuses when we didn't even ask you for that.
When it is with Arne Slot, he over explains, and sometimes when you over explain, that's where you get yourself into trouble. Because as a coach and as a manager, you need to be able to sometimes just be very decisive by saying, but by not saying too much. Does that make sense? Just be decisive. If you didn't play well against Bournemouth or whatever, and then another team and the same thing, and then you keep saying, well, it's the low block. People getting sick and tired of hearing that. We don't need to hear that. We know Liverpool have a problem with low block.
Work it out. Yeah,
exactly. But you keep reminding the world that we're so crap at it. What do you think is going to happen in our next game? He's just lucky that the Champions League notoriously ain't really known for teams playing low block because everyone is trying to progress and win the cup competition. Even though it's called the Champions League, it's still more of a cup kind of format. Just talking about that as well, actually, we are into the round 16, and our possible opponents are Atletico Madrid, Club Brugge, Galatasaray, and Juventus. Is there any team, guys, that you're more concerned about than?
Not really.
Style of play wise, Atletico and Club Brugge, because those guys sit in a low block.
We've played Atletico already, man. We can beat that team.
I said it. I think we're winning. Although what I've said about Slot today, I actually think Liverpool are winning the Champions League. So,
do you think so?
Yeah. I've just got this weird fear. I've got this absolutely weird feeling that I think it's going to be an English team in a way. So, but I think apart from Arsenal, Liverpool, the only other English team, I don't think Man City will do it. I don't know what it is. I've seen Liverpool win their shit many times, and for some reason they always end like 05, 05. That Liverpool team was terrible, They finished 5th in the league below that Everton team and had no right to win Europe that year. And look at the calibre of teams Liverpool went on the way to beat for that Champions League in Europe.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Still 2 legs at home. In Europe, knockout.
We get a second leg at Anfield, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because we're seeded. So,
yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I've got this feeling.
You know what, though, Jay? Sorry to cut you. Your optimism, in a weird way, I kind of understand it because, firstly, Yeah, firstly, I want to say there are 7 teams, if I've got that correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 teams. 6 have already qualified. Newcastle in the playoffs. Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Spurs. Sorry, I'm going mad. 6. I don't know why I had Newcastle twice, but yeah, Newcastle in the playoffs. So 5 have already qualified, and Newcastle are in the playoffs, innit? I'm not gonna lie. For that many teams in England to even get to the next stage is kind of crazy.
It's 5.
And the fact that Spurs are even there makes you
top
just think,
8.
you know what? Jamie might not sound as crazy as what people might think, you know? I'm just saying.
I watched Chelsea beat up Barcelona this season already. Real Madrid are a shadow of the team they were. They're probably going to have another new manager at this rate as well. PSG are always going to be a dangerous side. They're probably the ones,
Yeah.
Tottenham finishing 4th in Europe when they're abysmal, like Liverpool in England at the moment, I think just shows you the level of European football right now. I look at Bayern Munich. I think Bayern Munich always concede first or something like that, don't they? Yeah, they're heavy up front, but they do leak a lot of goals.
They lost to Freiburg just a weekend gone by.
Yeah, so look, I'm being as delusionally as fuck here. I know I am, people, right? I know I am. But I've got to hang on to something. Do you know what I mean? I just want to hang on to something.
I think there's one thing you're
try
missing,
and give myself some enjoyment.
There's one thing that I'll challenge you on. Is the manager.
Oh, manager I'm being delusional. I know. I get it.
No,
I know.
He's one of the best managers. He's the 3rd best manager out there at the moment in Europe, bro, in terms of the Champions League.
Says who?
Says where he finished in the league. Bro.
Who is?
Behave yourself.
Who?
He finished 3rd, so technically he's the 3rd best in Europe.
So I'm on that note.
We can't.
On that note, and if you're gonna say that, are we gonna say also that Sporting are the 7th best team in Europe?
That's Ends' gaffer.
No, it's not my gaffer, bro.
Ends' gaffer, bro.
So Ends is Sporting the 7th best team in Europe?
No, I said the manager, bro. You said you said obviously because of the manager, and I'm saying, yeah, you're right. Obviously, he's not that good, but in Europe, he's the 3rd best right now.
So is Rui Borges the 7th best manager in Europe then?
It looks that way based on where they finish.
What Ends is trying to say, he's trying to back up James Pierce's point, which is his win percentage. What's this? His win percentage in the Champions League with Liverpool, as it stands, is a remarkable 77.8%. His overall win percentage is still a healthy 61.5%. Jurgen Klopp, 62.1, is the only other Liverpool manager since John McKenna in the 19th century to top 60%. For context, Bill Shankly was 52%, Bob Paisley was 57.5%, and Kenny Dalglish was 58.5%.
But you do know that those guys did it. Their percentages over a longer period.
Yeah,
you see that rating is what gets on my nerves. Yeah, because
you know what they're doing. He's been here for 1 and a bit seasons. Obviously, it's going to be his percentages will be inflated. That's not taking anything away from him. Yeah, but Klopp's done that over how many seasons?
Man mentioned Bill Shankly when that's the guy that built the club up. Are we?
Them man have done seasons at Liverpool, and we're now comparing. You know what they're trying to do in it? They're doing mind games.
No, they backed him, bro. They've definitely backed him.
No, bro. Do you know why they definitely backed him? Especially the Liverpool press, because there was another thing that I said, nah.
Did Alonso turn Liverpool down then again?
Who knows?
I don't know, bro.
Because if they're backing him, maybe Alonso turned him down again.
You know when he said we're happy that we're going straight away to the last 16, especially because it was only 2 years ago, and he mentioned the Atlanta thing. Yeah, James Pierce has said it wasn't a dig at Klopp, who led Liverpool to 3 Champions League finals. More of a blunt reminder of the club's previous European campaign before Slot took over. The former final boss clearly feels his achievements have been too quickly overlooked amid this season. But I'm not going to lie to you. They're doing everything in their power, Liverpool PR, to make sure that this man...
The way
I told you, they think we're bro. I told you, they think we are crazy people. They don't rate no fans right now. They don't rate the fans.
Does James Pearce still have access to the Liverpool Football Club? Or
he does now. He does now.
Oh.
Listen, I'm not. Listen, like I said, I've got no problems with James Pearce. I'd love to like speak to him again. Obviously, got no issues with him. But one thing I will say is, this probably will kind of actually. No, I won't say what I'm going to say, but
say it. I'll say it in a minute.
With James Pearce, yeah, I've always felt at times, that's just me, no disrespect, but at times I thought he aligns a lot with what the club would like to say.
Whoever's the king at the time,
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's other journalists, in my opinion, and that's not disrespect again, James Pearce, nothing but respect, but there's other journalists that I feel like will, if they don't like something, they will call it out. I feel like this right here, you didn't write something like this after we lost. You wrote it after 6-0 against obviously a very, very weakened team. You're also trying to now downplay the comments that it wasn't a dig at Klopp. Well, it kind of is, because you're talking about, because if you would have just said, in previous seasons, there were times when we didn't make the Champions League, and I'm sure, due to different circumstances, you didn't say that. You namely said Atalanta for
prove his point. No, that's prove his point.
Hit the point home.
And he wanted to doing, bro. Yeah, he wanted to belittle that moment to show, like, guys, just remember that's where you guys were.
That's what you was
on.
Like,
but that means in turn you're belittling what the other manager did and go, well, that's what he was doing. Look what I'm doing. I've put you guys in the Champions League twice now in around the 16.
And don't forget, in the last year or so, the hit pieces that we've seen from these press officers about Klopp in the last year or so as well. The little hit pieces that they've been putting up, especially Paul George.
What you mean when they say things like, like the Nunes thing? The head of recruitment wanted flipping Nkunku, but it was Klopp who used his power to get. It's like, bro,
he's the manager, so obviously if he wants a player, you give him the player he wants because he feels that that's going to help the team.
And he had the power, and rightly so. And he won us, and he won trophies, and he deserved that recognition. But they try and make it seem. Because things started going wrong, it was almost, he's got too much power, he's doing too much. Listen, we've always said, Klopp doing all that work was a lot on him, and hence why he did get tired. But for what he done to get to Liverpool to where they are, and then to hand over the reins to my man, bruv, Klopp left my man with a ridiculous squad of talent. Hence why my man was able to utilize that. I'm not taking nothing away from Arne Slot, but he was able to utilize what Klopp left him. Do you get what I'm saying?
I got some news here.
Yeah, go on.
No, it's Lewis Steele's put this out. He's put, read carefully before you get too excited. Jurgen Klopp is set to return at Anfield as assistant manager for the Liverpool Legends game against Borussia Dortmund on March the 26th.
Oh, of course he is.
When you said return, I was thinking.
That's why Lewis still put in brackets. Make sure you read it carefully.
I understand it.
Lewis still knows. He knows what's going on.
But last season, Slot said himself, I carried on what Jurgen did last season, and just sprinkled a little bit here and there, right? Pretty much gave Salah the time to go and do the goals and do his thing. But everything was kind of like, very similar to Jurgen and what he did the previous year. This season, Slot's gone away from that now because it's his team because of the new signings. So Slot took Klopp's work, won a league with it. This season, he's gone and done his own thing, and we're crap.
Yeah.
Why don't they talk about that? Why don't they ever talk about that?
I'll say, Jamie, all the stuff that he's doing now, has never been done before in his career. Like, Final never played like this. This total football that he likes to play. I mean, Final were transition based, very direct football. They never played this slow.
Yeah. I know I don't. I know you don't want to get too carried away, but this is just a genuine question. Him going back to Anfield, obviously in March, I think it is, like you said, Jay. Do you think there is even a remote possibility that they'll even speak to him about potentially returning in the summer? Well, not now, but in this. What I'm saying is, obviously you can phone anybody at any time. Do you think there will be a face-to-face conversation between Liverpool's hierarchy and Jurgen Klopp about returning? That's for any one of you guys.
If Liverpool lose the game before the Legends game, and get booed out of Anfield, right? And then Jurgen Klopp gets his standing ovation for the Legends game, and banners everywhere, and posters everywhere, and everyone's going, "You remember Jurgen? Oh, the times we had." Yeah, that's when they. Yeah, that's when
they made the phone call.
It's when they bring him into the Colesberg Lounge after and have a little sit down.
Or even like, you don't even have to look that far. I mean, I heard Steven Gerrard's going to be at the game as well. He's going to be playing.
By the way, Stevie the other day, last night, Stevie wants the job so bad.
He does.
Yeah, he's doing everything in his power to make sure.
He wants that.
He tried to be professional the first time he spoke about what was going on. He said, I don't want him to be sacked. Since then, though, you said some stuff.
You said him to be sacked.
The man said yesterday, boom, I hear what you're saying. You're chatting rubbish. Buck me, we can talk. That's what Gerald basically said to me, Man said them comments will get man punch up. If it, you get what I'm saying?
That was
like that. It was like that, wasn't it? It was like that. Cool.
That was the fan Gerrard. That wasn't the pundit, the footballer. That was the fan of Liverpool Gerrard. That's
no. Do you know what Gerrard that was?
Rubbed him the wrong way as well.
That was the Gerrard back in the day. Sky Sports News. Remember when he got charged for assault in the fray against the guy at the
Rooney?
That Stevie was on that type of smoke. But I'm telling you, everyone's had enough. Everyone apart from our hierarchy seems like they've had enough.
The fact that Stevie said yesterday that the way Slot spoke, he has to understand he's out of turn where the way the fans go to take it. They don't want to hear it no more. I like that because at last someone's saying it, because everyone keeps like, and someone as big as Stevie is, who's arguably Liverpool's biggest icon, right? Him and Keddy and whoever, Liverpool's biggest icon says it on a Champions League night when we're about to play.
Yeah,
it's what we want to hear, and and he sounds like he's had enough. He's probably looking at it and going, right, I get it. You got injuries. I understand that happens in football, okay? But as Ed said earlier, doesn't mean you can't play good football still. Because the youth team should be set up in the way the first team plays. So when they come through, they can just acclimatise to the first team straight away. Weren't that what Jurgen did, weren't it, with the youth?
Oh, my days.
They all played the same level, didn't they? So when they came in, obviously the level of quality is different, but they played the same tempo and tactical approach. So when they come to the first team, they're like, I understand the approach because I've been used to this. Now I've got to just step up my level. Yeah. There's nothing like that at our club right now. It's disappearing.
When them youngsters came in, they just looked seamless. They just went in and played, and you're like, then you can go, okay, you can see that he's not at that level yet. You could see it. It weren't because he weren't good, but you can see, he's a little bit slow there, and the fast pace, but you can see that he understood his position. Yeah. But now, bro, none of these youngsters are getting the opportunity.
Bro, Carabao Cup, remember? The Utes then played McConnell.
Outplayed Chelsea in extra time.
Flipping, who's the other one?
Jaden Dance, Bobby Clark.
They understood the assignment because Klopp told them, bruv, the man them. Remember, we played the Utes. It wasn't Chelsea's, obviously flipping. They had Utes as well, but the point is, we had so much less. If I'm not mistaken,
we did.
They were less experienced to use. We had no choice, literally no choice. Now, youth systems just chaos, bruv. Man, don't even know when Jaden Dans will ever step back on pitch, bruv. I just don't know what's going on. Generally.
It doesn't feel like there's any route now from that to the first team. Or even if you go on loan, does that mean you come back? It feels like now we're just if you come through and you're good, we're just gonna sell you to a club, loan you, and then we'll just sell you on and make some profit.
It's that game though. Like Clark came on and Kumas came on, like you said, in that final, right? And they knew the assignment because they've been playing it at youth level. You got to press, you got to be aggressive. Keep the ball, be tidy with it, don't lose possession, right? They understood it. So they're coming into that game, understanding the way the manager wants them to play. They're just at the highest level now. And if I remember right, that extra time, we were all over Chelsea with them guys.
Yeah.
We were out playing them, so, could Slot, if that was the other way around right now, and that was the League Cup final, and Slot only had the kids, is he getting them kids to play at that level to beat Chelsea right now?
Well, he tried that. We got smoked by Palace, bro.
Exactly.
We tried that with a different team, and we just got smoked by Palace. They outplayed us football-wise.
At home. I think the final at home.
I think everyone forgets managing is more than just coaching, ain't it? It's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. You've almost got to be like a psychologist today, haven't you? All this sort of stuff. You know, and that's what football coaching is. And I think Slot just is one of them guys who just like does the training ground stuff, sets up the formation of the system. You go play the weekend. I'll see you next Saturday. I think that's what Arne is. And that's why there's a disconnect. I think there's a disconnect between captain and manager right now, if you ask me.
Yeah, right, guys. I'm going to read out this last thing, and then we'll do the supers, and then we're going to head out a bit. Peeps, hope you guys have enjoyed the show so far. There is over 600 people in the arena. Can we please get this up to 500 likes? We really appreciate that, guys. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you head over to Jamie's channel, Angie's channel, and Rab's channel as well. Make sure you give them a subscribe as well. Last thing I'll say, guys, is one thing, a little bit of breaking news, and that's from Vinny O'Connor. He has said Liverpool are not expected to enter the market for a new defender. The club do generally not make reactive moves in the transfer market, preferring to stick to long-term plans, and that remains unchanged. Liverpool always remain alert to their targets becoming available, but they will not sign any player based on an injury, as they still believe they have options to cover.
Do you know what that means to me? That means to me that we don't really care where we finish in the Prem now. It's just about see if we can win the Champions League.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because they'll be like, we'll just put what we need to put out and do whatever.
Yeah. Well, we saw what happened with Chelsea in 2012. They got rid of their manager because it weren't working, and they got in an inexperienced manager who knew the club. A club legend, as they say. And look what happened. They won the Champions League.
We spent so much time trying to be so different to other teams, man. We always miss a step, bro. It feels like if we made certain changes, we could have done so much more.
At that same time, Di Matteo, weren't John Terry selling passes to day visitors to look around Chelsea or something like that? At the same time?
Yeah, I think he was.
If I remember that story, yeah, he's totally charged. Also,
well, I know is that us doing this means we are in grave danger of missing out on the top 5.
That means Virgil plays every game now, you know.
And it also means Man United and Chelsea are probably Right, this is really super. That's just really just annoying me even more. Not that I kind of didn't think anything different, but it's just the reality is now sinking in.
No, we know.
The reality is sinking in, like even more so. Like obviously, Man United and Thingy are going to finish ahead of us.
What if we finish 7th this season, but we do win the Champions League?
I still want him gone.
Yeah. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
They probably won't get anything, but I would still want him gone because that's not good enough.
It's not good enough, but he would have won in 2 seasons as Liverpool manager, the Premier League and the Champions League.
I know.
And do you know what the crazy thing about that, Jay, is? Only 3 other managers in the history of the Premier League has done that.
Exactly. And he ain't going nowhere. And can you imagine what it'd be like the following season if he's arrogant now?
Hey, that's Matt. That's Matt and Ram's manager, bro. They were late.
Remember? You trying to reason with James Pierce?
Man's reasoning with James Pierce and all that, bro.
I was trying to give context.
I guarantee you.
Word has it you proofread the article before it came out.
I guarantee you, Matt. When Ents heard what Slot said about Gerrard, he's like, "Yeah, bro, that's actually you need to hit back."
Never, bro. I'm Gerrard over everyone. I'm Gerrard over every other person, bro.
You know big up, Mr. T. Slot's Premier League trophy league. Let's not forget that this is the second in 35 years. It's a second in 5 years. Now he's telling us it's a second in 30 years. What the actual F is? Yeah, Kip for that. I don't, bro. Trust me. His whole demeanor's changed. He's gone from I'm Slot, I'm a nice guy. Sometimes I have to be, very, very stern with my tactics, whatever. Now it's I don't care what no one says. You man can't tell me nothing. I won the Prem. Shut up. You're only 2 in 30. So I don't know why you're talking wicked. And don't forget, your other gaffer got you kicked out, but he's got his teeth kicked out by Atalanta. That is what Arne Slot is on right now.
What
crazy.
Why did Slot not say as well that we've been in 3 Champions League finals in 6 years?
I can't wait.
No, what he also should have said is, Tuesday, I've got to have self-awareness because my teeth got kicked out against PSV because PSV smacked us up.
Plymouth.
And City.
Or he could have said this. He could have gone, Liverpool back in the last 16 Champions League where we always should be because we're Liverpool. Just say it like that.
Bro,
Just
It's
say
the
it like
fact,
that.
Johnny-
Then you're not
Human
pissing anyone
man.
off. Then you're not
Yeah,
pissing
yeah.
anyone off.
That's you man's gaffer,
Enz's
bro.
coach. That's Enz's coach.
That's you man's gaffer, bro.
Yeah,
Enz's
the
coach.
guy that
Big up
ends the
Alexander.
plans, bro.
Does Soboslai have any brothers? His genes are immune to what?
Exercise and pancake
Exercise
training.
and that's pancake training. You know?
We all got kids. We know how to do this. Come on.
Bruv, it's crazy.
dark,
Ah.
No, have you seen it now? They grapple wrestle. Have you seen them in training when they
Yeah,
grapple?
well, our training methods are a bit mad, you know. Are a
No
bit
wonder
mad.
they're all in, no wonder they're all injured.
No,
They go for
yeah.
their takedowns.
I pulled it out, at the start, and I was like, "Nah, man, something new in it." And
Yeah, that's what I thought. Something new.
said-
Something, you know, like the players
Yeah,
probably
he
like
said,
getting a
bro,
bit
it's
sick of
dead. He said, what? Because they got the medicine ball. And I said, nah, allow it, man. But
Bro, I don't see no medicine.
I
bro.
pick up Sam because I know how Sam would have said it as well. That's the killer. You know how he
Yeah.
says it as well. Big
yeah,
up Sam.
bro. And
Big
now
up
I'm just
G,
like,
big up
I
Jerry.
should have been good. Should have been good, man.
Big up Sammy. Ends, I need you to debate Hassan, bro. You would cook.
Nah,
What
me and
was that?
Hassan are cool, man. The only one I like winding him up about Salah. That's about it. Yeah, that's the only
Big up
one.
Hassan each every time. But yeah, you lot would have like, to be fair, no, chat. I'm not even trying to. What was the last show you was on, Ends, and you lot was having a good debate?
It was more around those things that were said and then just clearing
Salah
it all
stuff.
up. That was it.
Yeah,
That was
you know,
it.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
you lot are
Hey,
boys anyway. Yeah,
people-
yeah,
people-
Sam's my boy. You're my boy. Yeah.
People talk and shit like that, don't they?
Yeah, I was gonna say, big up
A
Queer.
lot of stars in this world, innit, Matt?
What's that, sorry?
I don't have beef for no one.
There are a lot of stirrers in this world, Matt, innit?
Yeah, there is you know, Rob.
Yeah,
Be careful.
exactly. Yeah.
Be careful what you say.
I'm one of the first.
You know, all I'm gonna say is this: you have to be careful what you say before stream start as well. I'm not
Yeah.
saying names, but you have to be careful.
No,
You
write
have
it
to-
down. Matt,
Yeah.
if you want to say it, Matt, we can say
No.
say what was said, man.
Nah, Joy it is because ends they'll say that that's character assassination.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't say that.
Some people call it slander, innit?
Now
Bro,
there's
slander
got to
is
be
only if you didn't
NDAs.
say it.
There has to be
Yeah.
NDAs for certain things.
Nah, slander is only if he didn't say it, innit? If you just wanted to say something bad about him, he did say it.
Slander.
Bro, the threats are crazy. Big up
It's in my
Queer.
book. It's in my book anyway, bro. If I might bring it
I'm
up
not
on
gonna
my
lie,
stream,
Ends
don't
not in
worry.
the book is his problem. Big up Queer. But Klopp brought us back to the Champions League. Not Arne Slot, you know, cheapers. He gave him a good squad and a UEFA Champions League spot. That is big facts. Yes, Klopp gave Arne Slot a great squad to work with. Big up Queer again. Stevie is lurking. Come on now, facts. He is lurking.
Big Stevie,
No,
bro.
no.
Wants it.
Trust me. Big up Matt Thompson. Slot. We won 1 Prem and 1 League Cup in 3 years, but in 7 years, 2 Prems, one Champions League, 2 League Cups, 1 FA Cup, 1 Club World Cup. Don't diss Klopp, baldy. Big up Craig again. Slot's bond with Hughes remains strong. What are they going? Steady or
Nah.
You know, it is. Do you know, it's all about ego, man. It's all about ego. So Richard Hughes don't want to look like he's been proved wrong.
Oh,
Right.
100%, yeah.
No, he's not, though. He won.
he's not
He
proved
won,
wrong.
though. He's not. He won the first.
Yeah. He won the first season, but he feels like I've said this the last few weeks.
Mm.
And at this moment in time, it still looks like it's the case. I think Richard Hughes and Arne Slot feel like Liverpool have just been unlucky this season. I really do. I think they just think like we've been unlucky. Like, oh, the new players have had time to bed in. Now they're sort of bedding in. You can see the quality in them players. Then we got all the injuries. We couldn't cope. You know, I'm telling you, I reckon it is.
No, I would agree with that, but that just tells they have no self-awareness between them. Then
No, they don't, man. That's the problem.
there's like, no, it's not my fault. Don't
Wow.
worry about me. It's just we're unlucky. It's nothing to do with my coaching. It's nothing to do with
nothing.
how I set up. It's not that I don't rotate the team. It's not that I don't make the right substitutions some games. It's not that I don't manage the end of games. It's not me. It's just unlucky, isn't it?
Bro, you see
So I set
Newcastle,
pieces. So I set pieces and low blocks.
guys. I'm gonna give you a preview to Newcastle versus Liverpool.
That's right. That's right. Call for your mama.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mum.
it could be bad. That's what I'm
Is
gonna
that-
say.
Is that a certain Brazilian around the neck of like McAllister? Is that-
Which one? Because they got 2 Brazilians in that midfield.
Both are good,
Actually,
man.
do.
I saw McAllister trying to. I saw
Linton
McAllister
play
run.
yesterday for Newcastle?
I'm not sure actually.
Because I watched the game against Villa and he came off injured. It might have been a groin injury. And then Bruno was in the stands. So I don't know if he was suspended or he's injured as well. So we might be all right, man.
I'll double check it before we head out. Big up God AM. He says Slot looked pissed when he did actually. He looked pissed when Kaiser scored his second shot after Gakpo didn't score after like 20, almost as if he's been told we need to replace a winger. I'll be so honest. You know when you don't want to try and do too much and try and say, oh, look, it's definitely this. You need to actually go and watch it. It couldn't have been more obvious. He looked very annoyed. Obviously, we don't know why. But if you want to try and put 2 and 2 together, I don't think you'll be far off. That's all I'm going to say. Because he looked vexed when Chiesa scored. And I'm like, we scored a goal.
It's like, how did Chiesa put that away so neatly? But my boy Cody struggled all game.
Like, how can I convince everyone that I'm still doing the right thing by playing Cody? That's what that
maybe he got pissed that Virgil was playing as a striker.
Maybe that was
Virgil was doing better in that left-sided striker role than Cody was.
That's what you know.
And last but not least, Big Up Godem says we only have 5 Premier League wins since September the 20th.
That's sad, you know. How are we where we are in the league with that record?
No, bring that comment back up. What was that last super chat?
We was only hold on. I just got unstarted. I don't know.
Okay, cool. No, it's fine. It's fine.
That's it. I can remember it though. We only have 5 Premier League wins since September the 20th.
Why did it take you 2 so long to join the bandwagon, bro?
Oh my god, I was there, bro.
No, you wasn't there, man. You was.
What month are we talking? If we're talking November, I was on the verge.
You weren't there in September, bro.
No, not September. I'll be honest. I wasn't there in September. I wasn't there in September. I wasn't. That's me being real. I wasn't.
You weren't even there in the 9 and 12.
Because I already knew that.
I was sick and tired.
Nah. It wasn't 9 and 12. It was.
I was there before then.
No, you wasn't.
I was.
No, you wasn't. You was on the fence them times.
No, I was not on. I know what Enzy's trying to do.
No, I'm not trying to do it. I'm just telling the facts.
Why are you doing this, bro?
Some facts out.
He always does this, you know.
I reckon Enz watches everyone and just writes in a notepad.
That's why he's got his book, bro. He's got his little black book.
I just remember
what people say. And then he's like, right, how can I spin this?
No, I remember the craziness, bro. I just remember the craziness you guys say sometimes, bro. Honestly.
Nah, Enz, you're the real madman. You're the real man.
So we've only got 5 Premier League wins since September.
Yeah, Matt and Ram wanted him in, bro. It's crazy.
Nah, bro. Why are we doing this? Why are you trying to twist it, bro? You're moving like Slot now. You're just twisting the narrative, bro.
Because you know what? I remember actually, Enz, if we're gonna do that, you remember on your show, when I was like, Enz, you said something that I'll give him to the end of the month, and I was like, what do you mean to the end of the month? Because you tried to switch it and say, actually, I'm not sure. Maybe
I didn't say I wasn't sure. That's not what it is, bro. You're making.
Do you remember the end of the? Am I lying when I said the end of the month comment? No, you did say you give.
No, because we were speaking in terms of that month in particular, and we were
what month? Do you remember what month it was? Or jokes aside, can you remember the month?
It might have been November. Might have been then.
So we beat Brighton. Hang on. So I'm just looking back at. So we beat a lot. So we beat Everton.
I think you meant exclude Champions League, Jay. Champions League.
Excluding Champions League. So I'm looking at the teams we actually beat in the Premier League in these 5 games.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we have lost. So we beat Aston Villa somehow.
They're all like fodder clubs.
Oh my god! And then we beat Brighton.
Yeah.
Then we beat Spurs, and then we beat Wolves.
Yeah. Fodder. And they're all fodder clubs.
And we haven't won in the Premier League now since the 27th of December.
Yeah.
We haven't won a game in January.
We haven't won a game in 2026, bro.
We've only scored 2 goals at home against all the promoted teams this season.
Hey Matt, have you and Drifty apologized to Cal and apologized you didn't back him in his time when he needs you?
Oh, what are you doing this now?
What are we talking about?
He didn't.
What we're doing.
When he was out there on his ones fighting the wars.
Nah, to be fair, in my opinion, I felt like Cal went too early. That's just me personally. I wasn't. No, I weren't there where Cal was. But remember, everyone has a different tolerance level. Remember, in November, I still wanted him out though. No, don't do that.
12 is not your tolerance.
I know. A savage was there.
1912 is not your tolerance.
It's only a couple of days for the end of the month, and you went, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You see,
1912 is not.
We're not letting.
Yeah, ends with these
Nah,
narratives is
1912
crazy.
is not your tolerance. I hear it. Fair enough.
I hear what you're trying to do. But now, people, listen, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Listen, there's over 500 people in the arena on YouTube. Smash the like button. Can we please get this to 500 likes? Make sure you go subscribe to Enz's channel, Jamie's channel, and Ram's channel as well. Make sure you do that, people. We'll be back. I want to say definitely we'll be back tomorrow. Obviously, we've got the morning show, and obviously Hassam and Tom Little will be there as well for Kop-ish collab. And then obviously we've got the game on Saturday against Newcastle. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we've got the preview coming out later on today as well. Trying to think anything else. Jamie, have you got anything coming up on your channel, my bro?
Just a vibe show tonight, 10:30.
Cool. As you know, Kopish Monday, you got I'm saying we'll be there on the vibe show. Ends. Anything you got later on today, my bro?
Nah, chilling today, man. Just whatever content's there, go and have a look and let me know your comments because I do reply to most of them.
Yeah. Big up. And Ram, anything you got planned for today, bro? Or are you chilling today?
Today I think maybe doing a Liverpool Newcastle preview because tomorrow me and Drifty will be doing the weekly gaming session again.
What game are you guys playing, Ram?
They're playing some horror game, innit?
Yeah, we'll play some ghost game, bro.
Yeah.
And we'll get more entertainment from there than we
What
get.
time is it, bro? Because I haven't seen the notification. I keep watching it when it's not live.
When it's already happened. What time?
Yeah, so I think me and Drifty have a scheduled time for 11:30 at night.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
You might not do
is
it in
it-
the black and that. Okay, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a flipping obviously it's multiplayer. How many people can play? Because you said
4.
that
It's
4.
crossplay as well.
So you can use the PlayStation and PC basically.
Yeah.
I don't know
Them
if
man, they're not inviting us, bro. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Nah, bruv, I'm just waiting
They
for
don't tell you it's 4 and they've only played it them 2. Nah, I hear it, man.
No one else matters.
No one else
It's
can
just
play,
no.
bro. None of us have a console.
Let's
No
not do
one
this.
else-
No, Eds, we're
Just
not
me
doing
and my
this.
friend. Me and my
Big up.
friend, that's it.
Ends,
Me and my friends with the, that's it, innit?
No, the thing is, right? Me and Drifty both suck at the game. Like we both of us keep dying. That's the thing, yeah. So at least we have to become good, and so that we can actually do stuff.
Me and my friend Drifty. That you hear that, man? They're not even good
Yeah, I know.
as a pairing,
I
but
know.
you can go up to 4. But you know what? I'm not gonna message Matt.
It's crazy.
'Cause what's the point? Not gonna
Bruv,
message.
I'm
Jay,
also
not gonna
waiting for the
message
game to go down in price as well, bro.
Beans on Toto saying Drifty don't like 4-player games. Are you the same, bro? You don't like 4-player games.
What we do? What we doing? I'm just waiting for the game to go on sale as
Matt,
well.
if you would have
And
asked
also,
them, Matt, ask them live. Oh, can I join them? Like, maybe in the next stream, Matt.
Oh,
nah. You know what? Yeah, come to the stream tomorrow. Type that in, and you'll see what happens. Yeah, you'll see what happens.
No,
catch
be
us-
there.
catch us next week. We ain't ready there. Catch us next week.
Yeah. Don't give us the
Right.
pity invite now. No, don't need a pity invite.
yeah.
Do you,
for
okay,
real.
how about no. I'm not. No. You guys, you got.
Pity
I don't want a pity invite. I don't.
No,
I don't
no,
want.
no,
Remember when I asked you to play Battlefield, which was
No,
like, what, last
stop
month?
it. Stop
He
it.
aired you, innit? He aired you.
Yeah,
we're not
no,
doing
no, he actually joined. I just said it live and direct. I was like, Ram was doing a stream, and I said, Ram, should we play Battlefield? Like me, you, my brother. He's like, yeah, cool, bless. We play Battlefield.
So you've invited him, and he's okay.
Yeah. He hasn't invited me.
Anyways,
I didn't see nothing
How
on my
about this?
phone.
Oh, do you know what?
I didn't see nothing on my phone. Say, Matt, are you available to? Yeah, I didn't hear nothing. I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear
Matt,
nothing.
Him and his brethren Drifty, man. That's what it is.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you just play the game, innit?
Boys. The
Now
game
play
is
the
on
game,
sale
man.
right now. The game's on sale right now.
I don't want it.
I
We
put
don't
the
want
Yeah,
it.
link
just
in
play
the
the
chat.
game, bro. It's
You
all
see-
right.
No.
bro.
Do you know what? You see these people, yeah? I give them the game. I tell them it's on sale, and they still don't want to do
Because
it.
it's
So
pity
what can
now.
I do?
It's pity.
Yes.
It's
It's not
pity,
We
pity,
bro.
bro.
should have need to have this conversation to get the invite. Do you get what I'm saying?
Brother, we suck at the game. How can we teach you how to play
And
the
you
game
guys
if we
didn't want,
suck?
and you don't have
And you
to.
didn't think you needed no help.
Yeah.
Brother, we've
Hey,
been telling.
Matt,
we've been telling.
Matt,
No. Do you know what?
We
Do you know what?
started the game, right? And
Yours
we
is
like,
in the
dead
chat.
at it.
Yours
I'll
is
be
in the
like,
chat.
"Matt, do you know
Nah.
anyone? Does your brother play, or do you know? Like, that's what we would do.
Yeah,
Nah,
facts,
you know,
facts.
but I would have exposed the voice messages, bro. I would have
can expose whatever
exposed
you
the
like, bro.
messages.
Because I don't think you understand. If we're talking about exposure, you're cooked. You do realize that.
Let's speak to you about this game.
For two things. three things actually.
Whose mic is playing? Whose mic is doing what they're doing right now?
I think it might be Jay. Someone said they're gonna.
Brother, that sounds
Ghana
like the
War or
ducky
something.
that we play that we have to find every single time we play that game, bro.
Right. So, all right, cool. Right.
Mate,
Let's
don't
end
worry
the
about it.
stream
Right,
here.
don't worry about it, bro. It's
No,
fine.
but big up. No, all jokes aside though. I'll try and tune in as well. All jokes aside. Yeah, that mic is
Mate,
down.
if you want to
You
play
can-
it,
you can
Mate,
play
if
the
you want to
game.
play it, holler me, bro.
Oh, yeah, it was Jay for some reason. Jay, your mic went a bit mad. I don't know what it is.
Boys, I sent
Mate,
the
if you
game in
want to
the
play
chat.
it, Matt, on your channel,
Yeah.
I'll play.
Yeah. I got you.
There it is. No. Bring up yours is coming right now. Bring up yours is coming right
Don't
now.
have to. Don't have to, bro.
They always say they need to invite, but there's no invite. What are we doing? There's no invite.
Have you even got the game?
Ram, have you
even
said to
got the
me,
game?
Ram, quickly,
Jay,
before
mute your
today,
mic.
have you told me
I'll
to,
mute
have
yours.
you sent me what you just sent me now? You see what you sent me?
Bro, I
For the game.
told you the game, bro.
Mute your mic.
Yes, Jay's mic.
I told you the game.
Matt,
Have
don't
you-
argue with him. Let's
cool,
let's
it's
do a
cool.
stream the same time as theirs, and we'll play.
Yeah. We do the same time.
Wow.
Yeah. Show how real gamers
You see
game. You
this,
know
yeah,
them
people-
ones.
that,
This is the perfect example of slanderous behavior. It's slander right now. They're just saying stuff to ruin my name. I invited Matt to.
Hey, Joe, it is. Me and Enzo we're just moving like your gaffer, innit? Your gaffer. Yeah, we don't care no more.
Oh,
we
is
don't
that, is that funny? Says the one that was said we were
Your
waiting until
coach.
PSV.
Your coach.
We waited
Don't
until
let me
PSV.
don't let me
Don't do
get
that.
the footage.
Don't do that.
Do you want me to go back to my channel and see what side of the fence you was on? All right. Yeah.
No. I've made it clear that ever since the Nottingham Forest game, I've been slot out, bro. I've never
Yeah.
lied. I didn't lie. Did I ever lie? I didn't lie.
Was that the 9 and 12? Was that around the 9 and 12 or no? Was that after?
You know what?
Too much banter.
I was also very close against Crystal Palace when he threw away the cup. Then that dickhead decides to change his tactics and play against Aston Villa, bro. It's like,
Nah, it's
prick.
mental. Listen, people. Listen, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Listen, like as you guys know, Liverpool are in a dark place. So there's always banter on these type of shows because it's just bare darkness. But
Darker than a
there
ghost,
is a
bro.
bit of positivity. We are into the round of 16, and obviously,
Mhm.
yeah, we got a game against Newcastle. So people, make sure you go subscribe to the boys. You know what I'm saying? Big them up each and every time. Enough love to you guys. Make sure you also subscribe to Team Kopish as well, people on the road to 50k. Make sure you like the video as well, and obviously we'll be back later on with the preview as well. And make sure you check out all the other content that the guys have got on the channels. People, bless up, take care, God bless. It's Team Kopish. We're out, people. Love.